So I just received my Softube Console 1 bundle, which includes both the channel and the fader. And I love the hardware and everything, but I'm running into issues with CPU usage on Ableton. I have Ableton, the latest version of Ableton 12, 12.2.6, I believe, running an M4 chip. And right now it's hovering around 2 to 3%, right? The moment I turn this on, and even though I have the plugins deactivated, it jumps into about 5 to 6%. And I have a relatively standard dance template here for Ableton project template for dance music. And I have about approximately 30 tracks, right? Imagine duplicating this 30 times and trying to incorporate it into the workflow. And my CPU usage I checked earlier, even with all the plugins deactivated and just console one running itself on all 30 channels, it's gonna hover around 30%. But what's even crazier is if I turn these on, all of these, the CPU usage skyrockets on just one channel, one track, to about 18 to 19%. That is insane. And imagine duplicating this for the 30 tracks, right? So this is not sustainable. I wouldn't be able to do any production with this turned on. I would have to save it for it to the very end and, freeze my tracks and then from there, do the mixing afterwards. But that kind of defeats the purpose of me trying to incorporate it into the workflow. Look, this is not an issue when I'm not using console one wrapper. If I'm having these plugins individually, even though I'm using the UAD versions that are like the non-DSP, let's say I'm using the native version, no way in hell would any of my CPU usage, full blast, the full production is going with all the plugins, going 100%. Am I even hitting 30% on my M4 chip? So the fact that this is on idle on just one channel and having these plugins turned on and it's idling at 20%, I don't know what's going on. I think there's just a huge problem that needs to be fixed. As of right now, I'm pretty much considering just returning this, which is unfortunate because I love the hardware, but I wouldn't be able to use it in the workflow that I wanted to, for the purpose of buying this $2,000 product. And it's a bit of a bummer. And I hope Softube can find a solution to this problem.